Hello everyone, welcome to a gorgeous Sunday afternoon. I am out here by the pool and just taking it easy today. My husband and I have been doing a lot of landscaping. When we first moved into this house, there was a lot of work that had to be done. And I am enjoying watching the things sprout that we planted. And so today I wanted to talk to you about what seeds are you planting? I'm Kelly Lee Sappenfield, by the way. I'm a fifth-generation metaphysician. I'm a soul evolution coach, a midlife mentor, speaker and teacher, and author. And I'm coming to you today to talk about the metaphysical aspect of planting your seeds. And what I mean by that is when we come up with an idea or get an inspiration or however we want to look at it, they're little bitty seeds. They may be the teeniest seeds you've ever seen, but they're little seeds. And what happens with the seed? You have a chance to plant it, cultivate it, fertilize it, help it grow, do whatever actions necessary so that it has the best possible outcome that it possibly can, and it can flourish and become a beautiful tree or a plant or fruits and vegetables, whatever it is, right? It's the same in life. We're giving these little bitty seeds of inspiration, and what we do with those seeds determines what our life is going to be like in the next 6 months, year, 5 years, right? And so when you get those inspirations, and especially an inspiration that keeps coming back at you and keeps coming back at you, and are you planting them? Or are you leaving them in the packet, thrown in the garage somewhere where they're just going to die being a seed? So today I want you to really think about what seeds have you been given, what seeds have you planted, and are you taking the action steps needed to cause that seed to grow to its utmost potential? Because the metaphysical seeds we're given are for us to grow to our utmost potential. So think about the seeds you have and that you've been ignoring, and think about the seeds you've planted but have kind of disregarded after you planted them. And think about the seeds that you've really tried everything you've got to make it the most beautiful thing in the world, right? And you'll notice on the ones where you put in the effort, Spirit came in and did 99% of the work. Just like, and I've told you this before, I wanted to be able to travel and see the world. I cultivated my seeds to the best of my ability, but Spirit came in and gave me an ability to travel the world that I would have never had, never thought of, never dreamed of, even being possible. And so, by cultivating the seed of inspiration that I wanted to be able to travel the world and doing what I needed to do to cause that to become a reality, Spirit comes in and does most of the work. It does the same with your flowers. It rains, it gives them water, it gives them nutrient soil, it gives them all the things to know that it needs to pull these certain minerals and stuff out of the soil that it's in so that it can grow to its utmost potential. You drive down the road and you'll, especially here in Texas, in the springtime, you'll see wildflowers like crazy, especially Texas bluebonnets. Now, those aren't so much wild anymore, but a lot of people have planted them, but you'll still see them wild. And they're blooming and they're pretty and everything, and all that seed asked for was it to be given what it needed to do to live to its utmost potential. And that's what you need to start doing. You need to start saying, what is it that I need to do to live to my utmost potential? with those inspiration seeds, what do I need to do? How do I need to plant them when it comes to planting them in my life? Do I need a journal about them? Do I need to meditate about them? Is it that there's action plans I need to design and take action on and take little baby steps about? Whatever it is, cultivate your seeds. Fertilize your seeds. Because Spirit doesn't give you inspiration for it to sit there and get thrown as a packet of old seeds back in the garage that you find 5 years later and they're trash. Spirit doesn't waste its time doing stuff like that. So I really want you to think about your seeds, and I really want you to think about what you're doing for them. And on a day like today where it's in the 80s, there's a nice soft breeze, the sun's out, which we surely needed after yesterday because we got over 3 inches of rain, almost 4 inches of rain yesterday. And it rained all day long. And so for the nice breeze and the sun to be out today, it's gorgeous. But like with our seeds, we need both. We need the rain and we need the sun. So you never know what opportunities are going to knock on your door. All you can do is when inspiration strikes, plant the seeds. Work the seeds. Work the garden. It doesn't matter what the garden looked like at first. It doesn't matter how messy your garden is today. You can make the most beautiful garden in the world. All you have to do is work at it in conjunction with Spirit. So I really want you to think, where are you working? Where are you not working? And in that, does it need a little water? Does it need a little sunlight? Does it need to get you out of your comfort zone? You know, there's trees and plants that grow in places that if we try to plant a seed there, we'd be like, how in the world did this ever even take root? We don't have to worry about it taking root. It will take root on its own if we do what we need to do. So, I hope this helps. I hope this gets you thinking. And I hope this makes you realize that everything in life starts as a seed. Everything starts in the imagination. And I believe it is Albert Einstein that said it's 90% inspiration, 10% perspiration. And I could be wrong on that, so don't bing me if I'm wrong. But everything starts with inspiration, with that aha, with that idea, with that feeling, with that, oh, okay, you know what? This is what I really want to do. This is what I really want to manifest in my life. It all starts with the seed. You don't go about starting to manifest something and not have the seed of inspiration to begin with, because it wouldn't even be in your paradigm. So think about your seeds, and if you've got some weeds in there that need to be pulled, pull the weeds. If you've got some trash in there that needs to be pulled or something needs to be rebuilt, do it. But you can do it with Spirit, to where Spirit takes on the majority of the work and you do what is called upon you to do. Now, someone told me the other day, well, I don't always ask my angels and guides. Put your angels and guides to work, people. That's what they're there for. They're there to help you, and they're there to be put to work. Ask, and you shall receive. You have to ask, though. You have to say, okay, I got this seed of inspiration. What do I do with it? What do I do with it? Ask. Ask what your next right step is. Ask for the signs. Ask to be told. Ask in meditation and prayer. Write it down in your journal. Ask, 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 ask. Because if you don't ask, that seed is just going to sit there and die. It's never going to take root. And if you come back to it years later, you're going to have to go and find that seed again. So, really think about what you're doing to manifest, how you're cultivating and fertilizing and watering and getting the light to your seeds. And sometimes getting the light is also asking for help. Because you know what? Not only do you ask for help from your angels and guides, but maybe you know someone that's their wheelhouse. It's like me and tech. Tech is not my wheelhouse. I'm grateful for it, but it is not my wheelhouse. I could no more program a computer than a man in the moon. But when I need something that's techie, I call on someone who is techie. I'm not shy to say, this is not my wheelhouse. I need help. And they're the same type that their metaphysics may not be their wheelhouse. And they call me and say, hey, I have a question. I need help. And if you have questions, I have free discovery calls. All you have to do is log on to my website, kellyleesappenfield.com. Go on my mentoring page and click the button and schedule a free call. So, really think about where your seeds are and who you need help from. Is it your angels and guides? Is it a techie person? Is it a landscaper? Is it a roofer? Whatever it is, think about what you need and who you need. And if something's not in your wheelhouse, and you're not being called to put it in your wheelhouse, because there is a difference. You're not being called to put it in your wheelhouse, then that's when you call and you ask for help. No one's going to be offended. It's like our pool motor was going. Last week, I called the home warranty company. I said, hey, something's wrong with my pool motor. It's making this weird noise. They sent someone out to fix it. I would have never known how to fix that pool motor. It's not in my wheelhouse. I am not called to become a pool repair person. I asked for help. When I was really, really sick, and they told me I wouldn't live to be age 40. And after I died the first time and I came back, I was like, okay, I did what the doctors told me to do. It literally killed me. Now I'm going to do it my way. I knew I needed vitamins. I knew I needed severe vitamins and minerals, that my body was severely deficient, especially with all the radiated blood treatments they had given me. So what did I do? I found the person that knew the most about vitamins and minerals that I could find, and I went to see her. I was like, okay, what does my body need? I know it probably needs everything, but what does my body need? And she kind of laughed at me. She called me the Walking Dead. And she said, yes, you're right. Your body pretty much needs everything, but if we threw everything at it right now, your body would go into shock and it couldn't handle it. You're too weak. So this is what we're going to do. And she laid out a plan for me to do. And we did it. And I went back to her every 6 weeks and we tweaked the plan as needed. And within 6 months, my blood levels were back to normal, and they've been normal ever since. I could actually walk in a grocery store by myself. I didn't have to get in the little wheelchair cart, right, the little motorized cart. I could do all of that within 6 months and have normal blood panels. Now, granted, my doctor was like, oh, this is just a fluke. The vitamin thing is just voodoo magic. It's not going to work. And I told you, you're going to be dead before you're 40. You just need to come to grips with it. He was thinking I was living in denial. And I proceeded to tell him, I know all the symptoms if my platelets start dropping. If they start dropping, I'll call you. Don't call me. That was in 2005, and I haven't called him since. So, think about where you need to ask for help. so that your seeds can flourish, so that you live to your utmost potential, to the most beautiful self that you can possibly be. Because I want to see you flourish. I want to be your biggest cheerleader out here saying, go, go, you got this. And it's not hard. Even overcoming what they said was a quote-unquote terminal disease was not hard. I set my mind to it. I meditated about it. I got the help I needed, and I worked the plan. That's what you do with every situation. Whether it is with your health, with your finances, with your career, with your relationships, with your spirituality. It does not matter what area of life it's in. It all starts with that seed of inspiration, and you work it from there. Just like maybe you have to dig the hole first to plant the seed. That's okay. Dig the hole. The thing is, when you start planting the seeds that you want to plant, that you purposely plant, and you start pulling the weeds of the crap that you never wanted in the first place, that have grown up and clogged your garden, you start seeing a different life. You start living joyously. You start having fun planting seeds and enjoying the seeds. And Zoe's going to come visit us, okay? Zoe, you want to say hi? You want to say hi, Zoe? This is Zoe. Zoe, say hi. Yeah. So, think about the seeds you're planting. And just like with Zoe, she's a puppy. She's 10 months old. I knew when I moved back to the States, I wanted a puppy. So I set out. I called in Spirit and Guides. I said, send me my puppy. They, all of a sudden, within the next day, I had this thing come up on Facebook. Beagle puppies. And I called the lady. I said, I want a female. And she said, there's one female in the litter. It's yours. And I said, there you go. And her name's Zoe, which stands for life in Greek. And so when you have the idea and the inspiration, things will fall in place. But you cannot sit there and not do anything. You have to have definite action. Sometimes that action is meditation. Sometimes that action is digging a hole in the dirt because you want a pretty flower bed, right? So, if you have any questions about this, please message me. And if you want that free discovery call, like I said, just go on my website. It's kellyleesappenfield.com. And go on my mentoring page, click the button. It's free 30-minute call. And I'll help you with your seeds. I'll help you get past the blocks you're having. So, I hope this helps. I hope you are having such a beautiful weather day like we are here today in Texas. And I really hope that your seeds from now on are the ones of inspiration that you plant, that you cultivate, that you enjoy, that make your life beautiful, and not the seeds from someone else. Not just weeds. Take care, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.